California, or are we going to let them silence voices of opposition? No. Are we going to let them rig our elections? No. Are we going to let them steal democracy? No. So therefore, we're going to vote what on 50? Yeah. We're going to vote. So some of y'all may know I have this feeble little governor in Texas. Some of y'all even know his name. And, you know, he decided he wanted to answer the call. Not the call of the people, not the call of Texans, but the call of Donald Trump. Right. So he says, yes, Mr. President. And the president said, well, you know I'm fucking up. This is me paraphrasing. And so he said, I'm not gonna win. Like, I know enough to know history. And I know that the last time I was in office, but when 2018 came around, I lost all them seats. And so now that I'm looking out for my homies, the billionaires, and I'm making sure that people are gonna go hungry in the streets of America, I'm making sure that we're losing jobs to the tune of losing about 1 million jobs in this country. I've installed these tariffs that don't make any sense and don't help any working families. And oh, the price of eggs, oh yeah, I didn't fix that. And oh, about those wars, well yeah, I'm trying to start a new one. So guess what? I'ma just have to make sure I cheat my way through, because like that's the only way that I ever win is when I cheat, right? So Abbott said, yes sir, whatever you need, sir. So they decided to go after these seats. Now, while I'm standing here in California, I want you to know that I am a proud Texan who absolutely believes that even though they drew this horrendous map that doesn't even give African Americans 3/5, but instead reduces our voices down to 1/5 the power of our Anglo-Texans. It reduces the voices of our Latino brothers and sisters down to 1/3 of those of our Anglo-Texans. There are those that believe when you say things like, oh, it's racist, that's a bad word. Well, let me tell you, the action is worse than the actuality. This is terrible. All right, so ultimately, he said, I got you. So we got these 5 seats, and let me tell you, we're gonna fight like hell. But then all of a sudden, another governor did not get the call of the president. Instead, that other governor, he saw what was happening in Texas. And he said, not on my watch. And in addition to that, he said, I believe in democracy. He said, I'm not just gonna do this by myself. I gotta make sure that the people of California make the ultimate decision. And I am believing in California, y'all. I've been in these California streets. Listen, I am California dreaming right now. So some people know that I know a little alliteration or two, and so I just came up with this one. So this is where I stand.
I can't name one Democrat. I mean, I look at the Democrats, they're in total disarray. They have a new person named Crockett. I watched her speak the other day. She's definitely a low IQ person. And they said, she's the future of the party.
I said, crazy. How about this new one they have? Their new star, Crockett. How about her? Is that real? Are they serious about that? That's their new star? If that's their new star, they're in serious trouble. I mean, this is Crockett. Oh man. But we've done a job, but they've totally lost their confidence. And it's a hard thing when you lose your confidence, but they've taken a lot of beatings, and now they're going to rely on Crockett to bring them back.
AOC, look, I think she's very nice, but she's very low IQ, and we really don't need low IQ. Between her and Crockett, we're going to give them both an IQ test to see who comes out best. Now, I took my test. I took a real test at Walter Reed Medical Center, and I aced it. I got every one of all those questions right. Now it's time for them to take a test.
What is your reaction to what he is saying?
It is absolutely ridiculous that I live rent-free in his mind in a time in which the American people are suffering. He absolutely consistently buys into this idea or continues to put it out there that women of color somehow are low IQ. Let me be clear. I have a lot more education than he does. This is just what it is, degree-wise. I have earned my degrees. My daddy didn't have to make a phone call to get me into anything because that wasn't a possibility, okay? So we can stop playing games as if I am somehow lesser than. I have never met him, but for whatever reason, I live rent-free. And honestly, the biggest concern that I have is that every time he does something, he has minions that see it as a dog whistle. And then it only increases the attacks on myself as well as any other colleague. I have earned my degrees. My daddy didn't have to make a phone call to get me into anything because that wasn't a possibility, okay? So a couple of facts that we need to make clear for everyone is that, number one, Director Christopher Wray, when he was appointed to be the head of the FBI, was appointed by Donald Trump. Now, I will agree that I definitely take issue with a number of decisions that Donald Trump makes, especially when it comes to the people that he decides to appoint to very important positions, including this one, because I did have to make sure that I wasn't going crazy. But when I say that you are the least qualified FBI director in the history of the FBI, that is real, because you are the only one that never even served with the FBI prior to joining. Yet we are supposed to believe that you are the greatest thing since sliced bread. I didn't ask you a question. Now, what I want to go through is to talk about why you are a failure and why, honestly, we just need to tell you bye-bye. I know that you got a little upset and you put on your show for your boss because it seems like you're trying to save your job when it came to talking to Senator Booker yesterday. But let's go through some of your failures. So before you were even confirmed, and I think one of my colleague from Georgia, pointed out that you are already targeting career officials so that you could direct illegal firings. Mind you, these cases that you were so upset about, which are the ones tied to Trump, the cases came through his handpicked FBI director. And frankly, when people sit around and say things like, oh, you know, we're happy because now we feel safe. I don't know who feels safe in this country except for the white supremacist, because I specifically as a black woman definitely don't feel safe. And frankly, my colleagues have been real nice to you today, and I applaud them, but I don't have the same demeanor.
California, are we going to let them silence voices of opposition? No. Are we going to let them rig our elections? No. Are we going to let them steal democracy? No. So therefore, we're going to vote what on 50? Yeah. We're going to vote